What we'd like to talk about now are some incredible stories of survival here. We've got two in particular that really stood out to us. A woman and her young child hunkered down in a bathtub as the home around them literally disintegrated. And then the quick thinking of a man who owned a restaurant, a local establishment here in Joplin. His quick thinking saved dozens of lives.
My little daughter was right here. My wife was on top of her. I was on top of them.
This is what's left of the neighborhood pancake house. 30 to 40 diners, along with Bill White and Bill Lant, huddled in the IHOP's kitchen.
One of my daughters and her boyfriend were just in that.
And some even took refuge in the freezer as the tornado touched down.
I could hear my wife and granddaughter praying at the top of their lungs.
When it was over, the restaurant walls were gone, the kitchen wrecked, but everyone survived with barely a scratch.
I just got a little piece of roof down there, just a little scratch.
It was Bill White who first spotted the tornado coming and herded everyone to the back in the nick of time.
I keep telling Bill he's a hero. His daughter told me a while ago he doesn't like that, and I said, okay, let's just call him a very brave gentleman with not much hair, and she thought that was a better deal.
God, I'm lucky to be alive.
Heather Marsh is also counting her blessings. For the first time, she is looking at the spot where she and her 8-year-old son Hayden rode out the storm, this tiny hole.
See the blue blanket?
She pulled this blanket over them as the tornado tore through their home, dropping debris on top of Marsh and Hayden.
And I just hung on to him, and you hear the door, the front door just blowing open, and the windows just crash in towards us.
Buried alive under the rubble, she sent desperate text messages to everyone she knew.
Help us, we're trapped. Just giving them my address. And you can hear everybody around you just yelling. Finally, we start hearing neighbors actually walking around. They're like, anybody out there? And we just start screaming, help us, get us out. We're in the bathroom.
Remarkably, it was the light of her cell phone, that faint glow, that led to their rescue.
And so they knew where we were, and they just started pulling debris out, and the sweetest breath of air came towards us. And I just breathed in as deep as I could.
In times of trouble, heroes emerge, and there are a lot of heroes in Joplin in these last 48 hours. Also, one little side note with Heather's story there, she was just about to reinsure her property literally days before the tornado hit, and sadly she didn't get all the paperwork filled out in time, but she did say, you know what, the property can be replaced at some point. It will. I'll live with my mom for the time being. Just happy to be alive. And that is a sentiment echoed by a number of people here in the area.